So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Thank you. Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How about you?
I'm good. Even better now that I have you in the hot seat and on the tan line. I know that you've been
Oh,
busy, so thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join me. Next time, you just have to come to Louisiana to do it, though.
I've been to Louisiana. I've done it. I've done some shows in New Orleans. I love it down there. I still have friends down there, so it's a great state, great city. I love it.
Absolutely. Well, add me to the list. You have been busy and you are absolutely no stranger when it comes to the world of entertainment. You have touched so many different projects that have made such an impact. And here we are, January 17th, you're kicking it off with Henry Danger, the movie. So take me through that thought process. What made you want to do the collaboration with Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon to bring this to life?
Well, when the series went on the air in 2014 and it concluded in 2020 and sort of ended in where Henry and the gang and everybody kind of went off as adults in their own separate ways, but the show retained its popularity and in fact got even more popular as the years went on. So the conversations prior to my coming on were, what do we do next? How do we continue this story with Henry and everybody? And so a movie was written by Chris Nowak and Jake Farrow, who also ran the show. And when the script came to me, I was extremely excited about it because I had started in Nickelodeon like 25 years ago. Like they gave me my first sort of earnest break, on a show called Brothers Garcia. And it was a
That's
time
awesome.
where, yeah, so for me, I hold Nickelodeon in high esteem because, when we were all sort of scraping for opportunities, here was a place that said, come on over here. So I was in the family space for a number of years. And in the last 12 or 13 years, I went off and I'd done drama and horror, as you said, and I've done sci-fi, I've done all these other things. So like big scopy visual effects kind of stuff. So when I read this script, it was like the perfect fusion of my two loves, taking the family space and taking these sort of big action spectacle genre stuff and fusing them together. So for me, like I grew up in the 80s, so I love, popcorn movies, escapist movies. I grew up
Yeah, same.
Robert Zemeckis. So for me, it was any opportunity to make an escapist, fun popcorn movie is something that I will jump at. And this was definitely something that I was like, yes, this is something. It's right in my wheelhouse. It's just the stuff that I love.
Is bringing out that inner kid in you and bringing something for the families, right? So when families can get together and watch something that it can take the thinking out of it for them, there's like no danger, so to speak, for the family entertainment level of it. Everybody can come and just enjoy themselves, get yourself some popcorn. But what is it when it comes down to putting it all together, making sure that it tells the story from the paper to film the way that you want it to? Because I know in here it says something to you. How do you make that work? Because I would be struggling.
Yeah. Well, from a process standpoint, what you do is you start with characters. So because you can have all the spectacle in the world that you want, but if you don't have characters that you care about, it all means nothing. So for me, it was what the journey of these characters was. It was about two friends who, one has become more successful and sort of more popular than the other one's doing all the work.
Mhm.
And so, it's about Henry sort of learning and appreciating his friends and his family. And that at the heart of the movie is kind of what it's about. Then that informs the spectacle, that informs all the action stuff, that informs all the visual effects. You've got to always start with character. You always got to start with people that you care about. I had sort of a cheat code because it was characters that were formed in 2014 and are now just adults. They went from kids. And now, like Jace Norman is 24 years old. Like they're all in their early 20s or like late teens. And then the other aspect of it is this super fan, and it's very timely nowadays. Where like right now, because of social media, kids have access to celebrities and have access to.
Thanks.
And so, for us, it was finding this super fan, like this Kid Danger super fan, who then she's eager to fight crime with Kid Danger. And so she comes into possession of this device that can open up alternate realities. And she pulls Kid Danger into her world, but inadvertently, she's been writing all these she's such an obsessed fan with Kid Danger that she's writing all these fan fictions. And so she's got tons of stories in different settings. And so when she pulls Kid Danger into her world, instead of him coming into her world, the two of them get sucked into her fan fiction. And so what happens is, this is how Henry starts to appreciate his friends and his family. Because like George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life, he starts a journey from story to story, and his friends and his family are alternate versions of his friends and family in each one of these stories. So in each one, he starts to realize how much they love him and how much they are sacrificing for him. So by the end of the movie, he goes on this discovery where it's like, oh my God, my friends and my family really love me and I appreciate them. But it took this 12-year-old kid to suck Kid Danger from his hubris up high and sort of, give him a little bit of humble pie.
Look, that's real life in the best form of edutainment. You're entertaining us while educating us, giving us some life lessons that sometimes we miss because of the smoke and the mirrors, or even just getting stuck in the everyday rigmarole. And the older I get, the more I understand about this ripping and running, right?
That's right.
And then when you finally take some time to sit still, you see those storylines. And that's awesome that you're bringing it to the big screens for us, Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon. It's premiering January 17th. It's going to be available. It's almost one of those things to say, what's next? But we know it's just going to be next level of greatness. And this in itself is a full circle moment for you. So, hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I think for people who grew up on the show, what I call the OG fans, they're going to have a number. They're going to enjoy it. I made it for them. It's going to be something for the young kids, who have discovered the show in reruns on Paramount and on Nickelodeon. And it's also going to have something for us, as parents, because as parents, we all just want to sit down with our kids and be able to watch something and enjoy it. So I was very, very deliberate in crafting a movie that had something for the young kids, had something for the OG fans, and had something for us as parents, so that we can all enjoy it. Because we're making it, at the end of the day, even though it's based on a sitcom, we're making a superhero movie. So we wanted to have the elevated action scenes, the elevated, fun stuff. But again, like I said earlier, keep it with the heart, keep it with the story of friendship and family.
Absolutely. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. So whenever you have things going on, you say, look, I need to jump in a hot seat on the tan line, or the next one that you're writing, Joe, don't go. I still have some practice to do, but I've been working on that. Okay. So just write me in. Joe, don't go. Did you feel that? Yes, no, kind
I
of
did.
sort of.
I felt it.
Oh, okay. That's all I ask of thee. Thank you
it.
so
No.
much to Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon. They got this one all the way together. I know you have more work to do, so I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Ugh, thank you, Tan. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Likewise. Thank you so much. I'll be watching.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.